The number one mistake I see new digital nomads make when trying to travel long-term and get started is they try to do too much all at once. This means they struggle to be good at traveling, to be good at working, and to be good at the overall lifestyle. They try to do them all at once and they fail in every single category, or they don't optimize any area of their lives. In this video, I'm going to share the most common mistakes I see digital nomads making when getting started, and the three main categories of digital nomads out there, and how you can go from a beginner digital nomad to an advanced world traveler in the matter of minutes. Hey everyone, my name's Mike Swigunski, and I'm the best-selling author and founder of Global Career, How to Work Anywhere and Travel Forever. Over the past decade, I've been working and traveling in more than 100 different countries. If this is your first time watching one of my videos and you dream of a luxurious life that allows you to work from anywhere around the world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now, story time, let's flash back to 2011 when I was first getting started. I made so many mistakes at the time, and in this video, I want to share some of those mistakes so you can hopefully avoid them. Back in 2011, I was going in the digital nomad lifestyle with the wrong mindset. I was looking to just work and then travel. And essentially this meant that I was teeter-tottering and not living life in an optimized way. For example, I would go from having too much time but not enough money to having too much money but not enough time, or having too much freedom to having none at all. I was never able to really find that balance of having the right amount of time, the right amount of money, and the right amount of freedom to go ahead and live and work from wherever. This was all until a few core things changed. But before we get into that, I want to share the three categories of digital nomads and the areas that you need to optimize to be an advanced digital nomad. The first category is somebody who optimizes for lifestyle, meaning they have time freedom to work when they want and for whoever they want. The second is location freedom, meaning they can work anywhere around the world. And the third is financial independence or financial freedom, meaning they make more than enough money to do whatever they want and still have enough to make savings and essentially live the lifestyle of their dreams. These are the three main categories that are important to optimize for. So you might be thinking, how do you go from a beginner to advanced? Usually a beginner is going to be good or focusing at one of these areas of those optimizations, meaning they might be good at time freedom, but they're not really good at finance or location freedom. So usually they have one area figured out, and usually it's not the monetary side. So usually if you're a beginner, you either have time or flexibility to work from wherever, but maybe not complete flexibility. For example, you might have to be living with overlap on the United States, so you couldn't go spend time in Asia. You have to be somewhere in Central or South America. The second level is the intermediate digital nomad. This means you have 2 out of the 3 areas figured out. You can work from anywhere, and you can do it at your own pace in your own hours. The third is you have all 3 areas, and usually the third is where people get financial freedom, meaning they're able to increase their income to work from anywhere in the world at any times that they want, and they make enough money to do everything of their wildest dreams and more. So if you haven't checked out all of these boxes, I'm gonna go into what these mistakes are for each category and how you can avoid them. Starting off with lifestyle optimization, this is essentially being able to work whenever you want and also doing stuff that you really enjoy. You get to pick and choose. The number one mistake digital nomads make when prioritizing their work-life balance is that they don't have a job opportunity that allows them the flexibility to work whenever they want. Their job requires them to work a certain amount of hours or be overlapped with a certain time period. Again, this is good for some people, but if you really want to control your calendar, you're going to have to change your job to allow a job that just focuses on outputs, your KPIs, for example. You have to achieve these 3 or 4 things by this deadline. You can work whenever you want. You can choose your own calendar. Maybe you have to show up for the occasional meetings, but you can work in the morning, evening, afternoon, it doesn't matter. That's typically going to come from 3 main areas. Number 1, a fully remote job or company. 2, a freelance position. Or 3, having your own company, being an entrepreneur. The number 1 mistake digital nomads make when seeking productivity and personal time is that they try to do too much. They try to do everything at once. They either optimize for productivity or personal time. Again, you really need to be conscious about what area in your life you're looking to optimize for. Again, a lot of times, if you can't control this, you need to look at your employer and try to find a company that allows more of flexibility in your day-to-day work. This is usually going to come into the form factor of freelancing or entrepreneurship, but there's a lot of remote jobs out there that allow you to work at any time, day or night. It doesn't matter. As long as you're getting your work done, that's the main focus. Now, moving on to the next category is the location freedom, meaning you can work from anywhere in the world because you have that true freedom to work on your own schedule. Now, the number one mistake I see new digital nomads make when choosing a destination based solely on the cost is that they don't truly understand the area that they're going to. They pick a destination based on reviews or some types of friends, or maybe they really loved it when they went on vacation. But again, to avoid this mistake, you should talk to digital nomads that have lived there for a long term. Most successful long-term digital nomads have a travel hub, meaning they're living there for 6, 7, or 8 months out of the year, and the rest of the time they're traveling. Not many people who've been doing this for over a decade travel every single month and just go to new destinations. Again, when you're starting off, that can work. When you're trying to find a destination that you love, I suggest having 4 destinations, spending 3 months there, and then picking what one of those destinations you like the most. There's a lot of great places around the world that are great for traveling, but just aren't great for living, and vice versa. The number one mistake I see new digital nomads make when they're trying to be able to work from anywhere in the world is they need to fire their boss. They don't have the right opportunity that's going to allow them the flexibility. And hold on, don't quit your day job yet. Make sure you have another job first. Make sure you're successful in that role before you get uproot and travel around the world. But if you're looking for new jobs, look for something that allows you to work from anywhere, and they focus on certain KPIs that allow you to work whenever you want and wherever you want in the world, because this will allow you to get to that second tier of being an intermediate digital nomad. Moving on to the third category is the financial freedom aspect of becoming a digital nomad. When you're choosing a new company, you need to make sure that the salary and pay scale is going to live up to what you want. You also need to make sure you're in the right industry and that you're in the right job title, meaning working in marketing or customer service. Usually marketing is going to pay higher. It's going to have a little bit higher room for growth to earn a 6-figure salary. Customer service might be a little bit more difficult. So understanding those 2 different variants is going to be very important on being able to get that 6-figure remote job. But again, the truth is most jobs aren't going to allow you the true financial freedom you need. It just doesn't add up. Now, for example, if you want to have an uncapped earning potential, you likely need to be having a remote job and freelancing on the side, or having a remote job and being an entrepreneur on the side. Once you start making more money, you can quit your job and then transition into doing that. You're just going to have a lot higher earning potential in those areas where you can 2 or 3x your income in a matter of years, where at your day job, it's likely 5 to 10% increase year over year. The number one mistake new digital nomads make when trying to make 6 figures a year from anywhere in the world is they're in the wrong sector or wrong industry. You need to be able to find a way to pivot out of the industry that's going to allow you a sales or marketing job that can pay you 6 figures. This is going to be things like IT, high ticket sales. A lot of these jobs are going to be able to pay over 6 figures. But if you're in a customer service role, it's going to be a lot more competitive. For example, if you want to make 6 figures, there's going to be certain industries and job titles that are just going to be more capable of allowing you to do that. In customer service, it's possible, but let's just say 10 out of 100 jobs are ever going to pay 6 figures, where a sales job, let's just say 50 out of 100 are going to be able to pay 6 figures. So you have 2 very different industries and 2 better chances of success. So outside of the job, if you really want to increase your income, you can also start working 28% more and earn 28% more on top of that. And that's by starting a side hustle or by starting your own type of business or freelancing over the weekends. Now, in conclusion, if you want to level up and check all 3 areas of becoming an expert digital nomad, I'm going to leave some free resources below in the description. One is going to show you how to make up to $10,000 a month as a side hustle with freelance writing. The second is going to be a free copy of my #1 best-selling audiobook. And then again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me on social media. And again, I'm going to leave another video up here that shows you everything you need to know about making money and traveling around the world.